Hi Cancer, welcome to September. This is Teresa from TarotByT.com and I'm getting ready to do your September Love TarotScope. And before I do that, let me bring in some good energy around this reading. Okay, so I want to say thank you for liking and subscribing to my channel. Thank you for your comments, taking the time out to comment. I really enjoy reading them. And I hope you survived the eclipses. It was an amazing experience. If you got a chance to see it in North America, it was wonderful. So, what's coming up for Cancer for the month of September? What does Cancer need to know about love and anything else important in their life for September? What does Cancer need to know about love and life in September? You know, I ask about love, but sometimes career comes up. So I just let the cards fall as they may. And I just have to read the truth. I can't make stuff up. So, but let's see what's coming up for Cancer for love. What does Cancer need to know about their love life in September? May only the highest forces be present to ensure that the truth be told. We have a full moon in Pisces on September 6th and a new moon in Virgo on the 20th. And those signs are favorable to Cancer. So, and they're going to be happening in your 9th. Let's see, what house? The full moon will be in your 9th house and the new moon will be in your 3rd house of communication. And so that's the axis that's going to be active in September. So long distance journeys, relatives, you know, brothers, sisters, education, higher education, spirituality. These are the things that are going to be in focus for September for you. So let's see for love. Hangman. Strength. Page of Swords. 10 of Swords. 9 of Cups, 9 of Wands, the Fool card, the Wheel of Fortune, the Queen of Pentacles, and the 9 of Swords. Okay, so let's see what we've got. We've got a lot of 9s and 10s in this reading, so I feel like you're finishing up a cycle. Okay, start the month off with the Hangman. The Hangman, and it's crossed by the Strength card. The Hangman is a card about giving something up for something better, making a sacrifice. This is a card about the sacrificial victim sometimes, where you feel like you have to sacrifice yourself to get what you want. You have to make some sacrifices. It's not going to come easy. So you might be existing in a situation that is not, it's not awful, but it's not really where you want to be. And you know you can get so much more from life, and you want so much more from life. But to do that, you're going to have to make some, you're going to have to give something up that's, you're not really, it's not like a no-brainer, like, yeah, I'm miserable, I got to give this up. It's something like, it'll be a sacrifice to give this up. So like if you're in a job or if you're in a relationship it's good. It's not a bad relationship. But there's like someone else that you really, really like. And you know you could have a much better relationship. And you know if you moved into this new situation, it would be so much better. But a part of you doesn't want to give up what you have. And especially Cancer. Cancers like to hold on to things. Cancers are, you know, when they get attached to someone, it's very hard for them to break away. So, and the Hangman is also a card about patience. So things may not be happening as quickly as you would like. And you're going to have to kind of wait it out. You know, you're going to get what you want because you have the 9 of Cups here. This is the wish fulfillment. You have the potential to achieve a goal in September and maybe even later. But things are not going to be like overnight. It's going to be something that you're going to have to work at, especially with this 9 of Wands here. It's a card of working toward a goal. And the other thing about the Hangman I want to bring up is, because you have a lot of swords around this Hangman, you may feel that there's a certain theme of betrayal. Like someone has betrayed you in some way. Like where like you've been the scapegoat for someone else's mistake. Someone is blaming you for something that really isn't your fault. But you're taking the rap. You're going down. You know, you're taking the blame for something, and it really is not. It's not all your. It's not something that you've really done, but for some reason they're blaming you for it. So that can happen too in a relationship or in a career situation even. The Strength card. This is another card that's crossing this. The Strength card has to do with dealing with our inner demons. So you may be dealing with emotions within you that can be at times self-destructive. And you're learning how to control that. Sometimes it can be anger. You know, you don't know how to express your anger or release it in a healthy way. And so you have to work on that. To get your needs met, you have to learn how to be kinder and softer and not be belligerent. Because if you look at this card, there's a lion. She's a lion tamer. You know, the lion wants to roar and growl and say, I want this and I want that. And she's saying, she's petting the lion, like, just calm down, it's okay. You know, you have to purr. So it represents the wild side of all of us. We all have a wild side. We all have that animal nature that just wants to chop someone's head off, you know, or bark out some orders, or just be, you know, obnoxious and rude because we want our needs met. We want to be like the kid screaming, I want this, you know. And that doesn't always win us what we want. Sometimes that creates more problems. So we have to learn how to be a little bit more diplomatic, a little bit kinder, a little softer, and not be belligerent, and not go to extremes of emotion. This is also a card of, you know, letting your emotions get out of control. So with this card, you have to be in control. You have to control that wild beast that lives within you. Yeah, on a bad day, you can snap at someone, and you could let that beast come out, you know. But it's only going to hurt your relationship. It's not going to help the relationship. So you could either be dealing with that within yourself, or you could be dealing with someone who has those issues, where you're dealing with someone who has this anger problem, or this maybe even a mental issue. Because with all these swords around the Strength card, you could be dealing with someone who has some mental problems and they need counseling. And so with the Page of Swords in the past, you may have had to have a difficult conversation with someone. Or where you have to talk about your feelings. You talk about what angers you, talk about what upsets you, or talk about the person who is behaving like the animal. You know, whether it's you or the other person. One of you is letting the wild side out too often, and it's hurting your relationship. And with the Page of Swords, it's also a card of looking deeper, looking beneath the surface. You know, what's the reason? Why is this person acting this way? Why are they like out of control? Or why am I out of control? Maybe there's something you need to look at within yourself. So whether it's you or the other person, you have to go deeper. And that may be you need some kind of counseling or some kind of therapy to get at some buried wound that's causing you to react like that. Because this is a card of reactivity. And you have to learn that you can't react in situations. You have to be in control. And not let your emotions get the better of you, where you blow up, where you go, you know, fly off the handle. So if it's a relationship issue that you're dealing with, if you're dealing with someone that's in this situation, with the Ten of Swords, you may have decided, you know what, I'm tired of fighting this battle with this person. I'm tired of always having to, you know, deal with this person's rages or outbursts. And so you might have come to the end of the line, and some of you might have come to the end of the line in a relationship where you decide, like, I just can't go there anymore. I can't deal with this situation anymore. I want something new. But it's still stressing you out because you have the Nine of Swords here. You know, you're feeling guilty. Like, I really want out of this situation, but I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how to get out. You got 3 nines in here. The 9s are meaning, you know, I'm coming to the end of a cycle, and especially with the 9 of Cups here, it's like I'm ready to move on to the next. Like, this is not my final destination. I know there's more out there. You've got this Fool card here. A part of you is like wanting something totally new, wanting a new adventure, wanting to break free of something that's been really troubling you with this 10. The only good thing about the 10 is that it's over. You know, it's like you come to the end of the line, you feel betrayed, you feel stabbed in the back, you're down for the count, but it can't get any worse. It can only get better after the 10 of Swords. So whatever you've gone through in the past, you may be expecting with this, you know, you might be due for some good stuff with the 9 of Cups in the future, and especially the Wheel of Fortune here. That means things are changing. So there's an opportunity for a new beginning where you can wipe the slate clean and start over. The 9 of Wands, there's still a chance that that old beast that you think you've subdued may pop back up for another round. So you may have decided, okay, let's say you're in a relationship. Okay, here are the different scenarios. You're in a relationship, you know, you have anger issues, you or the partner. You go for counseling, you seem to be like everything's under control, and then, bam, out of nowhere, another episode happens. And you go, oh, I thought we had this behind us, and now here we go again, you know. Or it could be a situation where you're about ready to give up with the 9 of Wands, where you feel like you're always defending yourself. You know, they're always putting the blame on me, and I'm always having to defend myself, and I'm just tired of it. This is a card of, if you just try one more time, just try, give it one more shot, and you might reach your goal. You know, I'm tired of fighting, I'm tired of struggling, I just want to give up, I want to move on to something new. Try one more time. That's what this card is saying. It can also bring someone from the past back, a relationship from the past that you thought you were done with. And all of a sudden, here comes this person again, you know, pushing your buttons. So you have the Fool card here. The Fool card is really a card of something new, getting involved in something totally new. So part of you may be feeling like, you know, I'm battle weary. I'm tired of fighting the same old battle over and over again. And I want something new. Excuse me a minute while I drink some water. My voice is going. And I want to start over with something new. And you may have that opportunity with the Wheel of Fortune in your environment. There might be some opportunity that comes up out of the blue, and you have a chance to either be in a new situation that's brand new. So that could be a new relationship, it could be a new career opportunity. Whatever it is, it's exciting. But you're afraid of it. It's in your fear sector, this new beginning. You know, because Cancer, you know, Cancer is a kind of a timid sign at times. Because they're afraid to give up their security. They like to play it safe. So you may be like, okay, I have this great opportunity, but I don't know. Should I take it? You know, the devil you know is better than the one you don't know. You know, you're going through all this stuff in your head. But I think this could be a good opportunity for you because you have the 9 of Cups here. And this is in your wish fulfillment sector, this Queen of Pentacles. So it could be that you're interested in someone who's an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Or you're going to be dealing with that type of person. This person is very talented, has a nice home, cares about the family, home, likes to entertain, very down to earth, very dependable. Sometimes the Queen of Pentacles can represent someone who is not, they're a little insecure about they have insecurities. They're very talented, but they don't always acknowledge their talents, or they doubt their talents in some way. And I don't know, with the Queen looking toward the future, I feel like you really, what you want is, you want to move on. You're tired of this struggle with the 10. You may have a few more battles or hurdles to achieve before you reach your goal, but things are starting to change. The only concern I have is this 9 of Swords. This is a card of someone who sits up at night and is worried, thinking, overthinking things. You may be afraid to act on your goals because you're overthinking. What if I try this and it fails? What if I try this and it's not the right thing and I'm going to feel guilty? What if I want to leave this relationship? And, you know, I mean, I feel like if there's a relationship that's not working and you feel like leaving, there's guilt wrapped around it in some way. Like you feel guilty. Because the 9 of Swords, and you're doing a head trip. Or it could also mean that you're afraid to take action because you're imagining all these possible scenarios of what could go wrong. Like you really want to take this new opportunity. You know, it could be a new job, could be a new relationship with someone totally different, and you're excited about it, but the worry sets in, because Cancer has a tendency to be a worrywart at times. I've known a lot of people under the sign of Cancer, and a lot of times their mind, they have a very creative mind, and they imagine all these scenarios that may never even happen, but they are the most worry-warted. They are the worrywarts of the zodiac. They worry about a lot of things because they're really concerned about security. They want to make sure that whatever they decide, they're going to be safe, that it's going to be the right decision. So you could be stressed out mentally in September trying to make a decision about a relationship. Do I stay or should I go? Or, you know, do I take this new opportunity, or do I try one more time and go through this, you know, deal with this stuff? I think a part of you really wants to move on with the Hangman. But you can salvage a relationship if you learn to see things from another person's perspective. Because the Hangman is also about looking at things from a different angle. You know, he's upside down. He's seeing a different view of the world. So maybe your view of the world is different than the people around you. Maybe the people around you see things one way and you see things a different way. And that's where some of the conflict lies, because you're not on the same page. You don't have the same vision. But in any case, I feel like that there's going to be an opportunity for a new beginning. Whether you take it or not is up to you, but it can lead to you getting what you really want. So, but I still feel like there's going to be another round of, like you're waiting for another shoe to drop, where you have to defend yourself and fight for what you want. But if you really want something, you can achieve it. And for some of you, it may not be just, it may be leaving one person for another person, but it may also be deciding to start over in the same relationship. Like someone comes back and says, okay, let's pretend we just met, and let's just forget the past, forget all the crap that we went through in the past. Let's just start over. And you can do that too. So that it could be that kind of scenario where you're just starting over and you're going, okay, let's just, you know, let's not bring up the past and all the hurt we've done and all the stuff that we've done in the past. Let's just pretend, you know, that today is the first day of the rest of our lives together and we're starting over. And you can have that too. So don't worry so much. Control your anger or your emotions. Don't go to extremes of emotion. And if you need to talk to someone about anger issues, either within yourself or someone else, like if you're dealing with someone who needs anger management, counseling could help. Counseling may help you get to this new place of starting over, so that it's like a fresh slate. You know, let's try again and let's just move to the future. Let's forget the past. Because the goal, the key to fulfilling your dream is to look at the future. Turn your back on the past. Don't rehash the past. Whatever happened in the past, let it go. you know, try to see today as a new day. So if someone had, you have to forgive and forget, kind of. And if you can't forgive, then you need to walk away. But if you can, if you really want to save the relationship, and you can practice some self-control, get some counseling, you can save the relationship. For others, you may just be wanting to start brand new with someone else. And then you might be feeling some guilt because you feel like, well, I'm walking out of this, working away from this situation. So it can go two ways in September. But whatever it is, there is opportunity coming. And you need to focus on your dream and focus on your goal. And have more confidence in yourself and your abilities. And you will achieve success. So that's my advice for September, Cancer. You have the full moon in Pisces that's happening in your 9th house. So it's possible that you're finishing up a project, whether it's, it could be an educational thing, or dealing with technology, social media. And then you have a new moon in the 3rd house. So you could have you could be dealing with relatives, like a new beginning with immediate family. Or a new beginning, learning a new way to communicate. The new moon in Virgo happens on the 20th. It's in your house of communication. So maybe you're learning a new way to communicate to get your needs met. And that will be an improvement in your relationship. And you'll find that your dealings with brothers, sisters, aunts, uncles, relatives, neighbors are improving because you're learning how to ask for what you need in a healthy way, rather than becoming, belligerent. So you have an opportunity for new beginnings. You have an opportunity to wipe the slate. You have a do-over. September could be a reset month for Cancer. Do-over, reset. So don't stress yourself out with worry. Embrace the changes that are coming your way. Embrace opportunity that's coming your way. And don't be afraid to start something new in September. So I hope this reading was a help to you, Cancer. And I wish you much luck and love and wise choices. And I will talk to you again in October. Okay, bye now.